Welcome to House of Tay. Today we have a special guest, Lukkade Metinee. Hello, Lukkade.
Hello, darling.
What should I call you, Metinee or Lukkade?
Up to you, เลย
Up to you. I call you Queen
Ah,
because
okay.
you
That's good
are
too.
my idol.
Oh,
Since I was little, I used to look in the magazines and you were on the covers of every
No,
magazine,
thank you.
and all the series I watched was your series.
No,
Because
thank you.
I love.
A true fan.
I'm a true loyal fan.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
so glad that you're here today because we have so many things to discuss about. Not that many people can maintain the longevity that you have.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your childhood?
Okay, so I was born and raised in America. I was born in DC, Washington, DC, and then I grew up in New York City, and I lived there for about 20 years. My dad sent me to a finishing school because I used to hang out with a lot of boys, because in my neighborhood, it was mostly boys. He thought I was going to be like a tomboy or something. So he was like, okay, he sent me to a finishing school. And then I thought, I think I want to be a model. So I tried modeling in New York City. And of course, back in the 90s, there wasn't any representative of the Asian look. So meaning it was all mostly blonde hair and blue eye. I tried it for a bit and I think I just got Chairona. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Thailand. So I came to Thailand in 1992, didn't know anyone. And a friend of my mother, my father, she suggested that I try beauty competition.
Beauty pageant.
Beauty pageant, because pageantry is very big in Thailand. And so I entered the Miss Thailand World pageant and I won.
Miss Thailand.
So a lot of people don't know that Ting Ting Lawa, I was a beauty queen. And then, so I had to go to the Miss World pageant, which was held in South Africa that year and represented Thailand. And I won the title Miss Continental Queen of Asia. And then I came back to Thailand.
That was the first step.
That was my first step. And then after
yeah.
that is history. I became a model.
Yeah.
I was a DJ, and then I became an actress, host on several TV shows, and yeah. And
Here you are today.
here I am, and now I'm a teacher.
And also a mother.
And a mother, indeed.
So you live both cultures. How do those experiences shape who you are today?
Well, you know what? I had a semi-hard childhood because I grew up in the hood. I didn't come from a rich family. I came from a working class family and a broken family. So a single mom raised me and my brother. So we're kids of four. We're a family of four kids. And so it was tough for my mom because she went there. She was an immigrant there and so couldn't speak English very well. So she did labor jobs. So growing up in the hood was difficult. I wouldn't say I was bullied, but I was picked on. So maybe it's bully, but I had to fight back because I knew that if I didn't fight back, then I would continue to be bullied. So I didn't allow it. So somebody came at me, I fought back. So growing up there, I was very, very gangster. The first time I came to Thailand, I was 6. So you come as a child, you don't know much.
Yeah.
You're just, beach and fun, whatever. And then the next time I think I was 9. And then after that, it was 20. So there's a very big gap
yeah.
of that. So when I came, it was a huge cultural shock. I was just like, what? Sitting, waiting at a stop, at a traffic light, waiting for the light to change. I thought it was like a motorcycle race. Because all of a sudden, it's like all the motorcycles like,
Yeah.
so I was like,
That was
what?
your first impression
And
of
I was
Thailand.
just like, my goodness. And back in the 90s, women were very, very reserved.
Yeah.
Thai women were very reserved. Thai women was like
Suppressed too.
supap satri, you
Polite.
couldn't, very polite. You couldn't voice your opinion. Everything had to be ka and sawadee ka, very...
Like very modest.
Yes. So I found it very difficult. And then when I won my title, I had to stay here for 1 full year and be this beauty queen. And it's like, a beauty queen is so not gangster. I mean,
It's not
so
really you.
no, and like, I came from America smoking and oh yo, what's up, and
Yeah.
so it was quite difficult, and I struggled, but I had to push through it. So I learned a lot. My Thai wasn't great. If you remember my first lakhon, my first series, right? It was just like
People made fun of it.
oh yeah, absolutely. And I didn't know how to read Thai then. I had to write everything in karaoke.
So how did you learn the scripts?
I had to write in karaoke. I have to have
Karaoke,
somebody
everything? Oh my God.
sit next to me and read it to me in Thai, and I had to write it in karaoke and the meaning. So for example, if the line was, "Hey, กำลังจะไปไหน?" I'd be like, I would have to write, "Yo, where you going?" So I would read that, translate it in Thai, and have to say it, and then try to remember my line, and then try to put hai chat.
Oh my God.
So it was like layer after layer, and then put acting into it. So it
But
was
now
like
your Thai is
5
much
layers.
better. The series, you were like talking in Thaiglish.
Yes, Thaiglish. Yes, exactly. And then I was probably one of the first, maybe TV personalities to mix Thai and English together. สงครามนางงาม I think that was the first real that they allowed me to speak in English and Thai. It was still mainly Thai. It was like maybe normally it would be like 97% Thai in most of my series, and maybe a few words in English.
Yeah.
But that one was like maybe 80%. Because I remember going on shows, the producer would walk to me and say, คุณลูกเกดครับกรุณาแบบพูดภาษาไทย 100%. And I was like, okay. Because บางที I would switch like I'm doing now, right? And but now it's like everybody's doing. So I'm like, hey, I might have set a trend.
Yeah, back then to be like kind of like westernized Thai was kind of like not what people would look up to.
Yeah. And plus, I think also at the time it was still very Thai. We didn't have internet yet.
No.
So people's learning, they didn't probably have much access to learning English, right? And that time, English in school was just mainly just repeating and memorizing, not understanding dialect, not understanding conversation. It's just memorizing words, right? So, but now it's like, now that we have the internet, we have Thais that speak perfect English with amazing accents, who can speak Chinese and speak Spanish and Italian, and it's just like, wow, the wonders of the internet, right?
You broke boundaries. So you were one of the first people who were yourself to the public.
Yes.
And you spoke like just whatever you want.
I think I've always been very, very
Vocal.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Maybe in that first year in 1992 where I was following the stereotype of beauty queen. But after I finished my reign, แล้วก็อำลาตำแหน่ง it was just like, wow!
It's lifted. You were lifted out.
And I became a model, full-time model, and made it up to supermodel status, and was just like, this is what I was born to do. So I pushed limits in modeling, on the runway. I would walk down the catwalk in braless, and at that time, that wasn't, my nipples, my boobies were showing and stuff like that. So, it was like, it wasn't done back then.
And when you look back, do you regret anything you did? Like any mistakes you would like to go back and change?
I had a chance to go to Paris to model, and I didn't go. So by going there, I would had to have started from zero again. Yeah. And at that time, I was still helping my mom with my brothers with their education. So I was sending money home to America because my brothers are still in America. They were still young, and so I was still helping her. So I was scared that if I did that and I wasn't successful, then I would have probably, my name could probably have died in Thailand. So then I had to come back and start over again. So I would always have that feeling of what if. So I think maybe if I could change that, I would probably go.
And try.
And try, for sure. Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah, it's too late for me now, though.
Don't worry about it. You made it in Thailand, and you have become
I'm so happy.
so
I'm very happy.
inspiration
Yeah,
of
thank you.
many, including me.
Yeah.
And you know, when I was younger, I wish I could be like you, hot like you. You know, did you feel like being sexy was natural to you?
Yes, I feel myself the most when I feel sexy. I try to, I try to wear like those very girly dresses.
Yeah.
Big
Like
puffy
floral,
arms, and
yeah.
I like floral and like misum and things like that. And I'm just like,
That's
no,
not you.
no, I can't leave the house. I'm like, no. Or like if I wear a dress, it's got to be like cow loop. It's got to be
Yeah.
tight fitting. I tried, but no, I'm just more confident.
So now everyone is sexy on social media.
Yeah.
They show their body for free, you know? What do
Yeah.
you think about that?
I think
Because before you show, but you get paid.
yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and people stop paying me now, but no. We live in a time where now social media has taken over everything. So image is very important. I mean, I've done many seminars and workshops about image, about first impressions, and one of my first questions is who does not have social media? And maybe like, let's say if we have a class of 100 people, 2 will raise their hand and says, okay, I don't have social media. And then my next question is, how many of you, before you post a photo of yourself,
Put filters.
put filters
and
on?
Photoshop.
Right? How many apps do you go through?
Yeah, how many apps?
And it's
Yeah.
like most of them like 2 or more. Because now, even if you don't have makeup on, you can just put yourself in a filter
lipstick,
and you have
yeah.
makeup, full makeup. Oh, you want to be skinny? Go top.
Yeah.
El cow. Oh, longer
want
legs.
boobs,
you want boobs, you want a
yeah.
butt, you want a six pack. I mean, now there's apps that do that. Now there's AI, right? So it's like it's important about image, so everybody wants to show that they've got perfection. Everybody wants everybody to think that they have a perfect life, they've got a perfect body. So it's a lot about image, which is quite sad. That's the time we live in. So what can you do?
What are the biggest misconceptions about you?
That I'm mean.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I'm a bitch.
You're not a bitch.
Seriously.
Are you a bitch?
Yes. No, I'm joking. My girlfriends call me a bitch.
Okay.
No. People actually think I'm mean. Now, for example, because of the Face Thailand.
Yeah,
right?
the Face Thailand.
The first 2 seasons, I was very, very mean. I mean, they say it's reality TV, but actually it's you're acting in front of the camera. It's no script. It's not scripted, right? But
you put the personality.
I'm putting a personality. So in different seasons, you'll see I'm a bitch, I'm horrible, I'm funny, I'm a clown. I said different characters for each season. So the first 2 seasons, I was just very, very mean because I wanted to be the one that people love to hate. So that was what I was going for. So there was one time where I was hired to be presenter for a product or something. And the production team, everybody was just so afraid of me, right? They got me my own
Because they heard about you,
car. And I sat there and they were like, oh, food served to me. They had a masseuse for me. And I was like, wow, this is the best set I've ever worked on. Oh my God. I was like, I wish
Princess,
every set was like this. It was more, I was like queen. Right? I was treated like a queen. So then it was like 3 days of shooting, finished everything. And as we were leaving, one of the girls who was supposed to look after me, she walked me to the car. She's like, Piluket, you're actually really, really nice. I'm like, yeah? What? Sorry ทำไมเหรอทำไมยูคิดว่าไอแบบพี่ไม่เป็นพี่ร้ายเหรออะไรอย่างเงี้ย She's like พี่รู้ไหม Did you know that everyone on set กลัวพี่เกดมาก is afraid of you because of the face, because they think you're actually
that was real.
mean.
The face was real. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, really? And we were just laughing about it. And it was just like, let me tell you, I'm one of the most easiest person to work with. I'm very professional. I'm on time. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm still in this business. Here today is because เป็นคนที่มีวินัยมาก. So very responsible. And everything that I do, I give I do everything, with the passion. Is because what I do is I love what I do. So so anyway, so that is probably what people is the misconception of me, is that they actually think I'm a bitch, but I'm actually very, very nice and
Yeah.
funny.
So,
เฮ้ยไอลามกมากเลยนะ
okay, we're not 18 plus. We're not talking about 18 plus stuff. Censored. Okay, so you have Muse by Metinee.
Yes.
That's your agency.
Yes, Muse by Metinee is my school.
Yeah.
That we do better personality, and we do workshops, we do seminars, naka, on first impressions. We use runway modeling as a tool to help people gain confidence, and we also have acting classes. We do public speaking classes. We have photo shoot classes, and we also train people who want to be models and who are going for pageant competition. So beauty pageants, we have men, women, LGBT. Our youngest students starts at age 4, and our oldest student that we have is 59. So it's such a big variety, and we have more and more men now. Before it was mainly majority of our students were women, but now it's a lot of men, boys who come and are at that awkward stage. They come and they learn with us, and they leave like very confident and walking very, very masculine and แบบดูดีอะหัวจรดเท้า And Muse Models is my agency now that we've just opened.
What are the lessons you learned so far?
That it's important not to be fake. It's really important, especially now with so much fakeness out there. People can relate to people who are real. And I think that's why people maybe look up to me, and maybe one of the reasons why I'm still around and people listen to what I say is because I'm real. And I say it how it is. And I think that's important. And I think we need more and more people like this. And you'll see now that more and more people that have this are coming out and are voicing their beliefs and their causes, and is trying to make the world a little bit better.
So thank you so much, my queen, Lukkade Metinee.
you.
You will always be my queen
Thank
forever.
you. I am
And
so
you
happy.
have made me the person I am today.
Oh,
So I'm so happy
gonna
to
cry.
have you here today. And I just want to say that you are one of the idols that many people want to be like. And I want to say that I love you.
Thank you. Can I say
Okay.
something? Can I say something for
Yeah, sure.
Having just meeting you for the first time today, I am so impressed and so proud of your journey. We've talked, and I've learned a little bit about your journey. You are an absolutely beautiful soul, and I wish you the best. And you being you're going to be amazing, absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to see how bright you shine.
Thank you so much. I love you. My idol, my
Thank
queen,
you.
my everything, my Lukkade. ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบ
Thank
คุณ
you
ค่ะ
ค่ะ Bye.
If you like this clip, you better like, you better comment, you better share. Taylor Srirat.